Let's leave this place now. What? I wasn't even in the freaking map yet. Probably good job. Give me some homemade grenades. Let's see. Run! There was a lot of killing there. If I probably wouldn't have had those bombs, I wouldn't have made it. Actually, what am I saying? I would have made it. I have like 100 medkits maybe? Back to the farming village. Look, a pile of trash. And the crate. How do I get the bad around? And a pile of trash too. What an odd place for a pile of trash. away, lady! Can I craft homemade bombs? Got 7 points too. Sweet. Enables the transforming of common components with the crafting kits. I'm gonna get it. I mean, I got it. Which is badass. Technomancer gloves, serum extraction for syringe. Let's see what I can make. Boned. Cool. Transform things into what I need. But I can't make bombs. Get a couple from this guy over here.
Hey, a new face. On your way to rebuild the farm? Need equipment?
Actually, I'm on my way to farm.
Show me what you have to sell.
With pleasure.
Let's see if there's any better weapon than what I got. Nope, nope, nope. I could probably make it better, though. If not, I could recycle. This is a handmade saber, though. How can this be? How could this be weaker than a hammer? Huh? I don't know. Screw it. Just give me some handmade grenades. That's what I was coming for. Save. Now to hydroponic fields.
So, any news? Did you find anything out?
Yeah, I got into the Technomancer's offices. According to some documents I found, the family of a certain Constancy is in their hands. They're threatening to torture them and kill him if he doesn't give them information.
Jerry. So it's you. How could you do this? You've been with us since the beginning. I trusted you.
You heard what Roy said. They've got my family, and they're gonna kill them. I had no choice.
There's always a choice. You risked everyone's life. You risked everything we've been fighting for months. Everything some of us have died for.
He put our lives at risk, but
You son
killing
of a
him won't
bitch.
change anything now.
You're wrong, Roy. If we let traitors live, it means our ideals aren't strong enough, and the entire resistance will collapse. So long, Jerry.
The documents I found indicate where his family's being held. They're at a site of a shadow line that's being built. I heard the Dows are talking about it. At least it's the same place. He was talking about experiments the Technomancers are carrying out.
You mean they're experimenting on prisoners?
Yeah, I think so.
Fucking monsters. We can't let this slide. We've got to go there and free our comrades. Roy, can you take care of it?
Yeah, it's not far. I'll go right away.
But you said we.
I'm listening.
Where'd you get the idea of negotiating with Abundance, especially after the war?
I fought a few of their guys during the war. They're hardcore military types, of course. But at least they gave everybody the same chance, wherever they came from. And they didn't bother with all that mystical bullshit that's poisoning us, and lets the Technomancers have so much power. I admired that aspect of their guild. When I understood that a lot of things were being played out at Green Hope for the Technomancers, that they'd sent an enormous number of soldiers there, I understood only Abundance could help us. They could weaken them enough so we could win at the source. So I sent them an envoy, a traveler.
Later.
I always gotta do all the work. Why can't she go do it?
Hey! Hey, please!
No.
Please, get us out of here. They're doing terrible things. They use us for tests, expose us to the sun. Some of us have even been operated on. If we stay here, we'll die. Or worse. Help us. We haven't done anything to deserve any of this. I was just in the militia. Okay, I demonstrated against the Technomancers, but that's all.
Calm down. I'll get you out, all of you, but I can't break the door down. Do you know who has the key?
A Technomancer, of course. Their leader here, I think. He's really powerful and heartless.
It's horrible, Roy. I didn't think our people could do such things.
I don't feel like I have anything in common with them. Those people are sick. Their thirst for power has sucked them in so far they lost their humanity.
Could I become like them? Lose my head?
You're a bit strange, sure, but you're not like them, Mary. Don't worry about it. How'd you end up here?
It was just after the demonstration. I thought things were okay. I didn't have any trouble when the leaders of militia were arrested. Then one morning, Source Security showed up at my place. They arrested my wife and me and took us here. She died after they did horrible things to her.
What'd they do to you, exactly?
I was lucky, in a way. They only put me out in the sun a few times so far. I thought I was gonna die, and I'm covered with blisters, but that's nothing compared to what they did to some of the others. They feed us strange things, disgusting water, pieces of flesh that looks human. Some people had mutant parts transplanted onto them. Most of those people died. They also made the women get pregnant by mutants. We never saw them again. Please,
That's creepy.
get us out of this hell.
Any idea what's making them do this?
How could I possibly know what those madmen are thinking? They aren't human anymore.
You may have heard something.
Nothing. Just the screams of my friends. And that's more than I wanted to hear, believe me.
I'll be back as soon as I can. Huh, look at that. Their drilling worm isn't properly tied up.
Kill him!
Their animal's going ballistic. That could become dangerous.
Kick their asses.
What are you doing here? You have any idea how important the research you're interfering with is?
Research based on the horrible experiments carried out on Aurora's citizens.
I recognize you now. You were at the source when I was a child. Still so sure you're on the right side, huh? That you're always right? Still so full of yourself over your abilities, I guess. But I'll teach you. I'll show you your place.
Shit. Ladies and guys, hold on to your horses. Oh god, and I have to all the way. Got your ass, ho. See what goodies I can find around here. Saving this for sure. Let's see. Okay, I got plenty of that. Yeah, 60% more damage and critical hit chance.
Do you have the key? Please hurry, some of us need help.
Here, I finally have the key. Take it and free your comrades.
Thank you. Thank you a million times. Wait. You're with the Resistance, right?
You could say that.
There was this guy who was part of it too. He was a prisoner here. His name was Sam. Do you know him?
No. So I guess he's dead then?
He said all kinds of strange things. About a deal with Abundance and how they were going to attack Green Hope to help them.
What?
He spoke to someone called Marco. He said he succeeded. That Abundance agreed to help them. Sounds crazy, right? He must have been raving. Thank you again, in any case.
So that man punishes traitors, but he's linked to Abundance. You should go have a word with him about all that.
Be right back.
It's closed.
You want to see my...
Show me what you...
With...
So, did you get to the Shadow Line? Did you free the prisoners?
Yeah, I found them and freed them. And I found out some interesting things about the site.
After what we've just done, I'm not sure we need more information. We're going to be able to enter Shadow Lair and attack the source.
You want to leave soon, right? You wouldn't want us to still be around when Abundance shows up, would you?
What? How?
One of the prisoners heard about your alliance from some dying guy. A former member of the Resistance was your liaison with the other guild. How could you do that?
Don't you see? It was the only way to weaken and disperse the Technomancers enough so we could hope to defeat them. Abundance is ready to support the government we'll be setting up. And with their help, we'll finally have a chance.
At the expense of Green Hope, which has already cost Aurora a lot of blood.
What does that matter now? Aurora doesn't need Green Hope. What we really need is freedom. A future.
And you really believe Abundance's promises? Don't you think the only thing they're interested in is getting a hold of this site?
Maybe. But once we have the source, we'll set up a new government. A government of the people. Then we'll be stronger than ever, and Abundance won't be able to do a thing against us. Roy, you know that without me, the Resistance would be nothing. That I'm ready to give everything for it.
I think this business is pretty shady, and I'm afraid Aurora will end up regretting it, but you may have a point. Without Abundance's help at the site, we probably won't be able to get rid of the Technomancers.
I'm glad you see the stakes in all this. Like you said, we have to leave here soon. They're going to hit us at any minute now, and this is our chance to take the source. We have to leave as soon as possible, but remember, there's no going back.
We can go. I'm ready.
Is one of your friends coming with us?
I'd like Mary to come with us.
Technomancers like to stick together, right? Even the renegades, it seems. All right, let's go.
We're finally leaving Green Hope, fleeing before Abundance gets here, after shedding light on the activities of the Technomancers and weakening them. Not only did we sabotage their excavation site, but we also discovered the inhuman experiments they were carrying out on the defiant citizens of Aurora. We've won enough here for now, and hope they'll fall, along with the dowser that's backing them, so they'll have to confront their madness. I'm enjoying my last few moments of peace and quiet here, particularly as things are far from rosy. Marco's debatable choice has lost Green Hope to us. But we have to go on to the next chapter and keep moving forward. Mary is with me. One more Technomancer will be more than welcome in this march on the source. Because the Tyrant will be well protected, and it's time we settled a few scores.
There! Kill him! This is the source. You know the place. Think you can guide us?
When I was a kid, I was confined to the Technomancer's buildings. I wasn't allowed on these floors.
Never mind. We'll find Wisdom's offices, and he'll have to admit what he's done in front of everyone. Yesterday's hero will see that we weren't fooled, and that the citizens of Aurora won't let him get away with it. But for now, be careful. The Source Guards have a mean reputation in combat.
They don't scare me.
You've been a good ally, despite my reservations. But I'm interested in knowing why you're here.
I ended up believing in your ideas. What with the insanity of the Technomancers and Wisdom, I can only hope the people of Aurora will become free. I'm with you to the end.
Time to go scare some soldiers and all. Thank you. Finally starting to help out. Okay. Now you just need to learn how to run when a Technomancer gets killed. Well, not killed, but on their last breath. Where were you? Making me do all the dirty work. shit. You almost got me there. Move through the Swiss building. Two types. Shit! Go! So you like it when someone cheats? Surprised I made that through, actually. I was getting really close. Let's go ahead and maybe some more. Now. Okay.
So, we're just going to enter this office, and everything will be taken care of?
I do hope everything will be taken care of, but I'd rather you stayed here. It'd be better just to go with Marco.
I don't really like that man. He hides behind his ideas, but he's no better than the Source people. What he can't control, he kills.
You're probably right, I admit, but don't worry. I'll be on my guard. Wait for me here, and don't worry. We'll find out soon enough.
What the f... Why did you kill him?
Wisdom was my friend. He was the leader of Aurora. I couldn't let him be dragged in front of an angry mob and let the people judge him. You were going to debase Aurora in the eyes of the other guilds if you humiliated its dowser. I couldn't allow that.
You protected a criminal. A man who didn't hesitate to let the Technomancers take power and massacre the militia and its opponents.
I was sure you wouldn't understand what was at stake here, but I'm ready to answer for my actions.
You think you're protected because you're a hero. The only thing you deserve is to die in the same way as your friend, like a dog.
Are you sure you want to kill him? Won't it make him a martyr? This type of thing could be used by those who still support the government.
You saw what he did, and what he let others do. All those people who died because of their thirst for power. You really want to spare him?
You're right, Marco. The idea of letting him live after what he did.
Roy, I asked you to work for me. You know I only want what's good for Aurora. Doesn't that at least deserve a fair trial?
Like the one you gave your friend? Roy, this man backed the government until the end, regardless of what he says. He could have done something, used his status to stop them, but he did nothing. The people will never be free if we let this man go.
You're right. It's better for him to die. Goodbye, Honor. You've sealed your fate.
I thought it was going to be a harder fight.
You made the right choice, Roy. This man was as rotten as the others. In the end, all he was interested in was his place in the government. No doubt he thought he'd be able to find a new one.
I'm sure he would have tried to use his status as hero of the last war to tear down everything the Resistance is trying to build.
My thoughts exactly. Come on, we should leave the palace. The people are waiting for us. The Resistance has to reorganize the government now.
So, in the name of the Resistance and right ideas, of freedom for the people, I've committed sabotage, spied, even killed. For the sake of a man who, in the name of his ideas, didn't hesitate to betray his guild. But the end sometimes justifies the means. Thanks to our actions, the Technomancers are now under constant Resistance surveillance. Their dreams of power are at an end, this time. Marco even wanted to destroy the Order, but I managed to get him to understand it would be a mistake. Aurora needs them regardless. Mary once thought about joining them, but I convinced her to stay with me. Whatever the future holds, at least we'll meet it together. Tenacity has decided to hunt for the Resistance. He's looking for traitors. Anyone and everyone suspected of participating in all the horrible things. This will probably lead to a lot of cleansing. Judy hates the idea, but she can't stop the people from holding grudges, and stopping Marco's fanaticism is even harder. Aurora will have to set up a new government. I hope, of course, that it'll be more just, but I'm not dreaming. There will always be tyrants, ready to take over the guild, ready to dominate the people for their own ends. And to be honest, Marco fits the profile perfectly. As usual, Judy will keep debating to try and defend her dream. She asked for my help, of course, and since I still have Marco's trust, I'll be staying here for a while, just to see how things pan out. I know the conflict is far from over. Abundance will not give up the struggle despite Marco's politicking, if he thought giving them Green Hope would be enough for them. They did, of course, give indirect help to defeat the Technomancers, but it was definitely not to help the Resistance. And without the General to guide our troops? Anyway, for the moment, life goes on and Aurora can now dream of a better future. One that Innocence, who sacrificed himself for this dream, will never know. Here ends the war log of Innocence Smith, a diary I have continued of late. Goodbye, kid.
That's the end. I'm glad I played this game. It was challenging and fun. Thank you for watching this video. See you on the next video. I actually do want to put a little spoiler for y'all. I'm thinking either of doing Ori and the Blind Forest. Ori and the Blind Forest, I mean. The Evil Within. Y'all can think of anything y'all want me to do. What type of gameplay I should do. Go for it. Comment below, and I'll see y'all in the next video.